when I came to the school and sort of looked at the great business schools of the world, they had one thing in common, I found, which is that they made a big positive difference to the businesses in their catchment area. Right? So if you think about Stanford's impact, it populates Silicon Valley with all sorts of managers. If you think about NYU and Columbia, they feed the fantastic finance operation in New York, LBS. Same with finance in London. Harvard Business School feeds the strategy consulting business that's based in Boston, and the investment management business that's very much based in Boston. So I said we have to make sure that we are making a huge positive difference to the very important sectors of Toronto, the Greater Toronto area, because that's how you get great students to come, because their companies know this is a place that really helps their companies and is useful. That's the way you get all sorts of executives coming in and teaching courses. If you're not helping their companies and their industries, they're not going to be as interested in helping you. So there's a great synergy between them. 15 years ago, we were very strong in finance and had a very good reputation in finance. But interestingly, we had a big hole. We had a big hole on the investment side of the finance business. So even though Toronto is a huge important investments community, CPPIB, teachers, OMERS, Hoop, a whole bunch of big pension funds, a huge mutual fund industry. We had one course, as I recall when I got here, one course in investments and no reputation. And so we built that up so that I think we are a major factor, major player on that front. And so that was the first thing we did. But the second thing we did after doing that was saying, well, what can we do to support the finance industry more? And that's where the MFin came in, to say that there's all these people in the industry already who would like to get that extra level of kind of elite specialized finance education to make themselves kind of better for their company, or maybe to help them into a career in another company in the financial services sector. And we went out and talked to the big financial services institutions in the city, and they said very much that would be very helpful, because I think, as you all know, that industry is competitive, and if Toronto is going to be a major financial center, it's got to have the human assets necessary to compete with New York, London, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong. And so what I see is this is one of the sort of the three major thrusts we've had in 13 years to build the school to be more to better serve its local constituency, healthcare, investments, and the MFin. The pace of change in that industry and the adoption of new thinking creates this need for people who are already in that industry to upgrade themselves to get the latest, greatest models and thinking and theories. One of the things that we think has caused us to kind of rise in people's general perceptions is that we've kept on changing, modifying, and enhancing the program. We tend to believe that the most problematic thing about the business school business is self-satisfaction. It's an extremely successful business, right? If you just think about it from a business standpoint, it barely existed in the early 20th century, and now it's the biggest. Business schools are the biggest graduators of graduate students in North America. 27% of all graduate students every year in North America graduate from a business school. Business school business is huge, it's growing like crazy, and self-satisfaction is the enemy of all highly successful businesses. And so we try not to be self-satisfied, we try to keep on improving the program each and every year.